All right. Welcome to another info session brought to you by HSI Holiday Systems Inc. I am Dominique Holiday, CEO of Holiday Systems Inc., and I have Timothy Lewis and Pia Rolick here, my partners, the COO and the Director of Agile Transformation. How you guys doing?
Very good. Thank you. Busy
Doing,
day, but I'm happy to be here.
doing well, doing well. How about yourself?
Pretty good. I'm doing pretty good. Work never stops, and value is something that we love to produce, right? So that's what we're going to be talking about here today is producing value to others by helping others break into tech, and not a traditional way by coding, but through the Agile Basics program. Becoming Scrum Masters and product owners is a way that people can break into the field and make a good salary and support their family and be able to live comfortably in this crazy world we live in right now, right?
Crazy expensive world.
So you need money to do that, and we're
You
going
need
to
these groceries. The way the groceries are looking.
groceries. You need gas. You need oil. You need all of that. So that's what we're going to talk about here today. So agile careers. So product owner and Scrum Master are two careers that people don't really know a lot about, but we're here to teach them, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, you can earn six figures being in these roles above and just keep growing your career. This is the stepping stone into getting into $300,000-$400,000 that you could make after you learn these things that we have learned ourselves. So that's what we're going to talk about here today. You guys have anything you want to add before we go into our presentation?
Exciting stuff. I'm looking forward to talking more about it. I think it's good to emphasize that these are roles that people can achieve. They can secure working in tech without having such a technical background, without going maybe a traditional route of an engineer or computer science or being somebody who knows how to code. These are jobs that you can obtain working in tech, working with technical people, but you don't necessarily have to be one. So I think that's something to emphasize.
Really quickly, though, I think that is super important for everyone to know. And then let me just add this in for those who are actually already working in tech, because I've met engineers who actually did not like being a software engineer and wanted to transition over to Scrum Master or product owner. So this would be for you guys, too. If you're already in tech, just leverage those skills that you have, and it'll allow you to accelerate your journey even faster. So this would be for you, too, actually.
Absolutely.
But if you're not technical, yes, definitely don't shy away from it.
I know we keep saying tech, but these roles have grown from tech, right? So these roles are touching many different industries, and we'll talk about that on another info session. But let's get right into it. So a big problem, right? So we're trying to solve a big problem with the Agile Basics program. So in today's rapidly evolving job market, many individuals are struggling to secure roles that offer both financial stability and career fulfillment. That is, and I'm just going to read that first sentence, and as people are watching, they can read it as well. But that is a big problem that people are experiencing today. I know when we all broke into tech and when we all started our Scrum Master journey or Agile journey, should I say, we had some struggles, right? But it was a little more new, right? So companies adopting Agile, Scrum, trying to get adjusted to the times because it's very innovative. They really didn't know what they were doing, right? Let's be completely honest. A lot of companies didn't know what they were doing. They were bringing people in that didn't know what they were doing. So now the job market is becoming not saturated, but people are looking for specific things, and we are trying to give individuals those specific things so you can get hired on really quick. So we're training people to be great product owners, to be great Scrum Masters, and be able to work on development teams so you can go out and put those things on your resume and get that job and pass that interview and get that offer letter, because that's what everyone wants, that offer letter. I remember when I first got my offer letter, it was like a weight lifted off my shoulders. Like, oh my goodness, I got an offer. But you guys have anything you want to add to that?
No, but I can relate to that offer letter. The first one that I had, I was super excited. My first interview, I was like sweating. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I was super excited and I just wanted to make sure that I passed the interview, but the offer letter came through. But I felt the same for each one, actually, like, you know, because as you move on, it just evolves. So obviously the pay increase, your experience increases. So that salary comes with it, but
Yeah,
it hit the same way every time.
I can relate to that feeling with my first Scrum Master job and getting that offer letter. I think it was probably one of the best days of my life because it really meant things were going to change for me. I think it's important to talk about how those traditional career paths often lack flexibility, growth potential, and earning opportunities, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of people out there working jobs that, one, there isn't room for growth. If there is, you have to put in 10, 15, maybe more years in a company, a traditional corporation, trying to work your way up in whatever role that you're in. And there is not a lot of high paying opportunities that don't take that amount of time to get yourself into. So there's people out there working jobs that are kind of dead end jobs. They don't pay enough. They're working extremely hard, working probably just as hard as everyone else who are making more money. So I think it's important to talk about that. Those career opportunities are lacking in the traditional path. And this is a way that folks can get to a career where they're making a substantial amount of money, where they're working hard, but they're actually being rewarded for it. And there's room for them to elevate at a quicker pace, as opposed to that traditional, let me get a job. I'm going to start at the bottom. I'm going to put in 20 years and hopefully one day I'll be able to pay my bills. You know what I mean? So,
yeah.
So I did, I'm going to throw out a stat to you guys that maybe you guys didn't know, but I like to research late nights. You know? So I like to research late nights. So did you know that the average American household brings in between $30,000 and $50,000? That's an average. Did you guys know that? Maybe you guys knew.
Yep, I looked it up. Mm-hmm. I didn't remember the exact number, but I remember it being super low.
Yeah, it was a crazy number. Like you wouldn't think that that's the average household, but our base in these agile roles start easy at $80,000, and I think it may have moved up because when I started it was 60, and I looked last year it was 80, so now it's just continuing to grow.
Yeah, it depends on where you are also too. Like the average here starting in New Jersey or the tri-state area, it's in like the mid 90s. So it depends on where you are.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I think that's even low. I feel like there's way more opportunities if you look at a broader area that are in the low to mid six figures than even below 100,000.
Yeah. Like, that would be the lowest though. No, you're right, for sure. Like on average, if you're going to get hired as a Scrum Master for your first role, you're definitely going to get over 100,000. But like the lowest on average would probably be like the mid 90s here that they could offer you.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. If you're interested, since you like to do research, Damo, why don't you look up global statistics on how much?
Why don't you do it, Mr. CEO?
Yeah, it's a lot lower. It's a lot lower than that even. So yeah, you would be surprised.
Yeah, because like even like UK was super low, but the salary was definitely lower there. It was something like 60. What is it? 60? What is it? Pounds over there? I sound ridiculous right now. But anyway,
wow. Okay, we're going back.
Y'all didn't even like come through and rescue me or anything. You just like laughed and just left me hanging. That's crazy.
No, but the thing about being a Scrum Master or a product owner or even getting into any agile career, you can potentially work from home anyway. So you can have one of those high paying jobs in a low income area. You'll live how you want to live, right? So the cost of living varies. That's why the amount that you get varies. But there are some places that are going back into the office, but you got to think, you are working in an office for $30,000. Why not work in an office for $100,000? I mean, it's a win-win.
You know what I wanted to say though? That's very true. Because my company that I work for, daytime, definitely going back into the office. And I'm like, I worked in an office for much less years ago. So, but I was gonna say like one thing about the Scrum Master, Agile coaches, product owners, there are a lot of states within the United States that you can move to and still have one of the higher paying salaries with a lower cost of living. So I've done research. So even states like Texas, probably even Atlanta or Georgia, you can get the same $150,000 salary or whatever, and then still have a lower cost of living. So It depends on where you are.
Yeah. So, and like, I'm not saying that all of these roles are going back into the office. I'm just being completely transparent. There are some roles that you may want to take to go into the office because they may be paying more, but you can work from home and still get paid over $100,000.
Yeah.
So let's go to the next slide, which is the goal. What are the goals of the program, and how will you get to that six-figure role in Agile? So we have a few goals that we want to go through. So building foundational knowledge, that's one. Develop practical skills, prepare for high-paying roles, and earn while you learn. So we give you an opportunity to still earn money while you are learning. And that could be through various things. So let's go back to building foundational knowledge. Mm-hmm. So we will teach you you will understand the principal values and the frameworks like Scrum and Kanban, operating from a product owner perspective, Scrum Master perspective, even a dev perspective, because devs do not only code, they are people that help develop a product, service that will be used to produce high value to a customer, a stakeholder. That's what development is. Going into develop practical skills, we will teach you with hands-on experience working on real projects to get you adjusted after we teach you the basics. So you can run into some of those scenarios that you would not traditionally run into if you were just to go get a certification and then not be able to learn the applications, human interaction, and run into some of the blockers and pain points and be able to talk to how you resolve those issues along the way. Pia, you want to say something?
Yeah, no, I nothing too major. It's back to build foundational knowledge. I just wanted to just kind of say that when you mentioned developers, just letting you all know that developers, I know he also mentioned the Scrum Master and product owner. The reason why he mentioned those three roles is because those are the primary roles of a Scrum team. So that's why we would focus on those primary roles. There are other roles, I guess I can keep saying, that participate or are involved with the Scrum team. But as far as it comes to the team itself, those are the three roles. So I just wanted to clarify that really quickly.
Did you have anything to add?
No, go ahead. Continue.
Okay. So we will prepare you for these high-paying roles. And why we want to prepare you? Because we want to produce value into the market. We don't just want to push you out there. People ask where you came from. And you say, I came from HSI. And we want to keep our good name going as well while helping you. And we're always going to be able to help you no matter where you are, what job you are working. We're always going to be here for you to reach back to and say, hey, maybe I don't really understand this. I never ran into this situation. We're going to coach you for the rest of your life because we believe in good people, building good relationships, and staying involved because we're going to continuously improve ourselves. And that's a thing in Agile by improvement, right? So we're going to always do that. And earning while you learn, let me get right into how you are going to earn while you learn. It's a great, I'm surprised that we came up with this, right? So giving back is a big thing, right? So on these projects, after your second month, which you're going into your third month, there will be an evaluation period. The evaluation period consists of looking at how you are advancing in class. Now, advancing in class, it could be you're really catching on to all the ceremonies, so you understand them, you're going above and beyond. Now, we want to reward you for being attentive, understanding, and helping your team. If you can really help your team succeed on these real projects, you're going to stand out. And we want to repay everyone that stands out and others as well. So we're going to be offering part-time pay and still giving you the opportunity to go work for other companies, and we're going to advocate for you. We're going to push you to those other companies to get those larger paying salaries, but we still want to give you a little to do that. And we also have the affiliate marketing that you can just tell people about the program, and you'll get a percentage or commission off of people enrolling as well. So we're always trying to hand money out. We're trying to put money in your pocket because we understand that the economy is not where people will ideally want it to be. and we hate seeing people struggle, but we want to be sure to make sure that you are able to feed your family and live your day-to-day, even though you're going through this course. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Big.
And to be honest, it'll help us too, right? So we help you, it helps us, you know, so it's like, why not? It's advantageous for us to provide that affiliate, because it also helps us increase our awareness of our brand. So it's beneficial for both sides. Also, I want to go back to develop the practical skills and prepare for high paying roles. And I know Damo had given himself, or the team, even though he's a visionary, so I want to say him, I'm being honest, but credit on coming up with this idea, because all of us, you know, we didn't have the support. And for those who haven't watched the channel or any of our previous lives, you know, we mentioned our struggles and how we didn't have, especially, I'm going to say for sure myself, I didn't have the preparation or the guidance or the coaching to set me up for success. So the struggle was real for me. I used YouTube. Anyone who follows me may have heard me speak about it in the past, that I did a lot of independent research on my own. So this allows a much more smoother transition and learning process, you know, as you go through the program. So that was one of the reasons why we came up with this, or, you know, we decided to offer this, is because we all experienced a totally different experience, right, in the beginning.
Yeah, I want to touch on that develop practical skills as well. It is super crucial, and one thing that sets holiday systems apart is the opportunity to actually get real world experience. You can go through a training program with another organization or go through some kind of boot camp to learn about the basics of becoming a Scrum Master, get a certification, and go out and try to find a job. It's very challenging, even if you are able to get that job, to keep that job, because you have never worked in the role before. The opportunities that we have allow individuals to get real hands-on experience working as a Scrum Master on a Scrum team, or working as a product owner on a product or on a Scrum team. So that's one thing that sets us apart. When you go to apply for a job, if you get an interview, they're going to ask you about experiences that you have had. You'll have those experiences to pull from and share real scenarios where you did X, Y, and Z as a Scrum Master, or as a product owner, or on a Scrum team. Again, it's extremely hard to secure a job and keep a job if you don't have any experience. So this program not only teaches you what you need to be good at the job, understand what the job entails, but it also gives you that real world hands-on experience, so that way you can be successful in obtaining a six-figure role and then keeping a six-figure role.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to emphasize that.
Yeah, and like legit, everybody, legit have the experience. I know many of people, and I'm not going to say I did it myself, but many people have lied on their resume, said they had experience, and when it came to the interview, or maybe you nailed the interview, but when it came to the actual job itself, your experience did not shine at all because you didn't have any. So that's one thing here, is that you don't have to lie. Like, you legit have experience. So that's one of the, I guess, obstacles or hurdles that people are normally afraid of when it's time to enter into a new field, is the lack of experience. So that usually causes people to become hesitant, and they're more likely to stay someplace that they're not satisfied with because of that reason. So we're putting emphasis on that for a reason, because you don't have to be stuck in something that you're not happy with. So.
Absolutely.
And I'm going to divert a little bit, but I want to talk about the coaches and the mentors in the community that we do have, right? You don't want to mentor, you don't want to coach, you don't want someone that has never faced adversity. So when you do go back and you look at our other videos, we talk about all the adversity that we faced going into jobs, interviews, and not succeeding, right? And now we're all successful in our career in the company, that we can help people. I would not want a doctor working on me that has never operated. That has never operated, because someone told me, I think it was my father-in-law, someone told me that every doctor that has a degree doesn't mean they're a good doctor. Like, all doctors are not good. So if you have a certification, or someone that is working a job, maybe they just keep the job because the job doesn't know what they're doing. We have great experience in the community. We have great experience in the in the company as well. So I just want to emphasize that you are learning from professionals, emphasis on professionals, people that care about you, people that are willing to do what you would never think of. Tim would answer his phone at 3:00 in the morning. I'm joking. Don't call Tim at 3:00 in the morning. But he will answer the phone. You could call him, you could reach out to Pia, you could reach out to myself. And I had to stop sending motivational texts at 5:00 in the morning, so I don't do that anymore.
Yeah, I had to tell him to stop.
So I just want to emphasize that we really care about every person that's in the program. So just want to let everyone know.
Yeah, he was setting that to the whole last cohort of our classes that we were watching. Okay, they were probably still asleep, and he's like already in the gym sending out all of these texts. And I'm like, I know you mean well, but give him some time.
I was just so motivated. Pre-workout. Really so solution and strategy. How will you get there? That's what we want to discuss now. So if you look here, you see the 124 to 132. How will you get there? That's what we want to talk about right now. So we have a 3-month training plan that we are going to implement into your learning, right? So the first month, and I kind of briefly went through this before, the first month will be training, which you have to learn the role, you have to learn how the frameworks work, and you have to learn the values and principles, a lot of things that you will need to be successful at the role, whether it's product owner, Scrum Master, or on inside of the development team. Because there are failing Scrum teams every day because the Scrum Master don't know how to coach. And we want to make sure you understand how to coach, how to feel people out, how to motivate people. We want to be able to show you all of that. So we're going to train you. That's what I'm trying to say. We're going to train you the first month.
Yeah. Ahead, and also, I was going to say also in that training, not only will you be able to learn more about the role that you're looking to pursue, right? But you'll be able to learn also about the other roles that you'll be working side by side with. So you know how to best, I guess fit in, right? And coach the teams based on everyone's value, or I should say skill set. Everyone's valuable, okay? But everyone's skill set and knowledge area. So the more you know about the other roles as well, the more successful you could be. So that's it.
Getting into the projects, right? So after you learn the basics, the fundamentals, everything that we're teaching you, we want to see you do it. So we're going to push you into the projects, and we're going to say, go do what we showed you how to do. And now with that, you may be a little fearful at first, but that's why we're here to coach you, still coach you, and be able to tell you, okay, it's okay. Ask questions. These are 4 weeks that you will be able to ask questions, get in real life experience, real world experience in these projects. And then after that is over, we're going to take our hands off, but we'll still be here to support you. But you're going to go through an evaluation period. We need to see the teaching, the projects, and how you really learn through those first 2 months. So the third month, we're going to let you go. You guys are going to be a well-formulated Scrum team, and we're going to see how you do as being a Scrum team and not having someone hover over you or hold your hand so much. Now, after hours or on certain days, you can come and talk to us and ask us questions because we don't want to just leave you on an island. So we want to be able to give you the information while you're still working inside of these projects, because at the end of the day, these are real projects. So we're going to be coming into some of these meetings and not saying much and just expecting you to know what you're doing. And that's what the job is going to be doing once you land the job. And that's why we are trying to give you that experience.
Yeah.
Tim, Pia,
I'm going to say, so it's a gradual, progression, right? So there's the hands-on coaching where we coach you, right, in the role. And then there's some independence, but we're still there with you coaching, but allowing you to truly function in that role. Okay. And then there's more independence, still always providing you with support, but not micromanaging you, right? So allowing you the flexibility to, utilize the skills and the information that you've learned, but still having the opportunity to come back to us and receive any additional assistance or support along the way.
A couple of things I want to add as well. So in addition to the month 1, month 2, month 3 These are our steps. This is the strategy to get you the best chance to that role, to that Scrum Master role, whether it's the one you're seeing on your screen, the 124 to 132, or any other Scrum Master role with any company, right? Or any product owner role. This is the strategy that we've came up with to give candidates and people who go through our program the best chance, right? The best chance at securing one of these jobs. You can go through the 4-week training and say, I'm ready to go, and go out on your own and try to get that job. I'm not saying it's impossible, but after 4 weeks of going through the training, you could potentially have the knowledge that you need and go out and apply and secure a Scrum Master job. Taking the additional month 2 and month 3, getting that real world experience is where a lot of the value is with what we offer. So you get that experience like we talked about. In addition to the steps that are here on the screen, we also do resume building and teach people how to apply so they can stand out in the job market. That's not shown here on the screen, and we haven't talked about that. But as someone who's enrolling in the Agile Basics program, that is also something else that we offer those people. You get a resume built for you. We know what stands out to these people who are looking for Scrum Masters and product owners, who are interviewing, who are looking at applications, and we know some of the tips and tricks so that you can stand out. So that's something else that is kind of looped into this package here. So
yeah, and another thing that we didn't touch on was we help get you certified. We train for that certification, so you don't just leave out and say, "Well, I'm a Scrum Master." No, you are a certified Scrum Master.
Yeah.
So we are going to help you get certified as well.
Yeah, and also, you know, a lot of times too, there are people who are aspiring to be a Scrum Master or product owner, and they'll just go ahead and just take the Scrum Master or product owner exam, but it's only a 2-day exam. I mean, a 2-day training. And it's a relatively super easy exam. But after that, you don't have the knowledge to actually function as a successful Scrum Master. So I want to make that clear too. So if you ever go online and you're looking to get the certification, you see a 2-day program, absolutely, I would recommend doing it. But I can tell you right now, from experience, I can assure you that you will require some additional knowledge in order to successfully pass your interview and to be successful on the job. You probably won't even pass the interview. And I'm not trying to be negative. I mean, although I did, but the only reason why I did is because I had to study like a lot. I mean, I'm talking about excessive studying. I didn't know there was any boot camps. I had to do excessive studying. If I know that there were boot camps, I wouldn't have stressed myself out as much as I did. And I stressed myself out. So I want to point that out as well. So yes, we're going to support you.
It's extremely difficult without some type of experience, right? A two-day training that gets you certified, great. You don't have any experience, and you don't really probably after those 2 days, because there's only so much you can retain, right? You could sit down in a few hours and take a 2-day course, a couple hours or a few hours over those 2 days. There's too much knowledge, right? There's too much knowledge that you need to be a good Scrum Master or be a good product owner, and you need experience. So unless you're planning on lying on your resume, you need some type of real experience. And that's something that we actually offer, because a lot of these job postings, if you go on LinkedIn or Indeed yourself, they want people who have experience.
Even if you lie, you're not going to do well in the interview.
Yeah, even if you lie. You need real experience to draw on, right? You need a real experience. When someone asks you, can you tell me about a time when you were a Scrum Master and you did X, Y, Z? If you've never even actually been in the role or had an opportunity to be on a Scrum team, that's not going to go over very well, because you're going to tell them, well, I've never done that. And they're going to be like, well, I have 500 other people who have. So why would they choose you, right? So you need that real experience, and that's something that HSI offers through the Agile Basics program. Yes. I know we've talked about that a lot, but I think something to emphasize and very important.
Yes, and that is very important. And I do want to say this last thing, then we're going to move into the next slide. So the 3 months, that does not mean we kick you out. I just want to emphasize that. We're not kicking you to the curb after 3 months. So after 3 months, it's an evaluation, and we will pick people to pay, right? But you can continue learning and then potentially still get paid after you hit certain milestones that we are going to set for you. So you can work with us a whole year in the job that you originally applied for, which was entry level or junior. You can now apply for another job because you have that experience, and you could get a higher paying job because you've been with the company, HSI, emphasis on HSI, and you have that experience, and you can put it on your resume. So we're not kicking you out. Just want to say that.
Yeah, and that extra year makes a big difference. Like I literally doubled my salary in less than 2 years. So
Now, people may wonder, who is this for? And I'm going to tell you a few groups of people that this can be for, but it can be for everyone. But we want to specify on who can easily transition over to becoming a product owner or Scrum Master. So first up, and I'm not saying this because I'm a veteran, but military veterans, right? And the reason being, military veterans are disciplined. They've worked on teams and they've come together. They have that camaraderie. So they already have it ingrained in their brain that we have to be a team. I have to be a leader. I have to be my brother's keeper or my sister's keeper. That's why military veterans are great Scrum Masters and product owners, because you have to manage so many different things at a time. Career changes. If you're in another career and you say you are a sales rep or you are customer service, you may not think that you'll be a good Scrum Master, but you interact with people all day and you have to have customer service so you can change your career into a higher paying career. Young professionals, younger people that have the motivation and the drive that can stand out in the market. Most younger people are very interactive and motivated, high energy. I'm not saying you have to have high energy, but it helps as a Scrum Master because you're going to be talking a lot. Stay-at-home parents, the opportunity to work from home and see your family and take your laptop. I wouldn't say to do this, but take your laptop on vacation. You know, when I take PTO, I try to close my laptop, but I open it sometimes. I'm always working, but anyway. Those are four. Anything that you guys want to say around these four?
I just want to jump back on the career changers. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. We're going to say it again, but the career changers is a big one because of the economy right now, because everything is so expensive, because a lot of salaries aren't paying that high, because we spoke about earlier today how the salary in the United States is between 30 and 50K, right? We know it costs a lot more for people to take care of themselves and families. So oftentimes people are already in a career that's not necessarily paying them what they need, right? To live comfortably. So if you are that person, this is definitely for you. And I want to say career changes because a lot of times we're adults already functioning, already working, but we are hesitant because we don't want to start over. I know so many people who don't want to start over, but there's no such thing as too late, right? But because we provide the job experience, we can expedite whatever it is that you think the delay would be, right? So you don't have to necessarily consider it starting over or delaying, or, you know, if anything, we're going to be able to expedite that process of you changing your career. So I just want to put that out there for career changers.
Yeah, I'll circle on that one as well, Pia. Like I'll speak about my experience. I at one point was making minimum wage and went from making minimum wage to becoming a Scrum Master and having a 6-figure income. It was very challenging. I didn't have someone to help walk me through it, give me experience, help me get certified, those kinds of things. But people who want a better career and want to make more money and have transferable skills, this is a job that you can obtain. I did it. Other people I know who have done it as well. So definitely career changers for sure.
Yeah. We all have different backgrounds too. In fact, all three of us are career changers because we were all already full functioning working adults that were in different careers. So, and we all did it completely differently too.
Yeah. I think I hit three of these up. Veteran, career changer, and a stay-at-home.
That's why you chose them.
Yeah. So we have four more that I want to show everyone, right? So entrepreneurs and startup, training staff and employees. Why is that a thing? Well, entrepreneurs maybe have teams, right? They are trying to develop products and services. So we train those people to deliver value faster and get higher return on investment. You don't want to just go out here paying for a lot of resources and not see your return on those things. So we'll come into your company and train a group of people through this Agile Basics program, and that's what we're trying to offer right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna say something really quickly. Also, I'm gonna say not only is it beneficial for entrepreneurs who already have a team that they look to improve efficiency and productivity, it could also be useful for entrepreneurs who are looking to improve in their own processes within themselves, right? You're an entrepreneur, so there's always something that you need to do. You have to prioritize, you have to be strategic. Scrum itself allows each individual to adopt those skills in whatever you're doing. So if you are an entrepreneur and perhaps you don't have a large team, don't think that this won't be beneficial to you, right? Because you still have growth, right? Obviously, you're an entrepreneur. You're likely in the beginning phases. And even so, my point is, it's not just for those entrepreneurs who are already well established. Although, yes, it's absolutely for them, but it's also for those who are looking to grow and they need more techniques when it comes to process improvement and strategy, because that's exactly what Scrum is. It definitely enhances and improves process and allows you to prioritize based on value and deliver value incrementally. So this way you become more efficient and you eliminate waste. And that's super important when you are a beginning entrepreneur, because obviously budget is important. So I wanted to just put that out there.
Tim, you have anything to say before I move to IT professionals and project managers? So IT professionals, those are individuals that are tired of coding. They are tired of the technical aspect of their job, and they want to be fulfilled by working with more people, right? Which IT professionals do work on teams, but we interact with more teams. We motivate more team members. Project managers, tired of the waterfall, tired of working the same way, reporting. We are different from project managers because we are more. Let's be completely honest. We have fun at our job. We like doing what we do. Most project managers, they do the job just to get that paycheck. Like, let me just get my paycheck and go back home. I hate this job. We like interacting with people. We have fun. We play games. We do all of this as a Scrum Master to motivate the team to move better. And, come on over, project managers, if you want to have fun and not be dry at work. Come on over to Scrum Master. College students, of course, college students. College students really struggle with finding jobs after they graduate. You can even get a Scrum Master job while you're in college. If you want to, that's an opportunity that we want to offer college students and recent graduates. Because I know I didn't graduate from college. I'm not even going to act like I did. But graduating from college has been a struggle for so many people that I know graduated from college, and they have a crazy amount of student loans. Like, I mean, hundreds of thousands of dollars in student loans. And you could go into a job field and not make anything, and you would spend 5 years trying to find a job that fits your degree. Mm-hmm. With us, you can learn, make a high-paying salary, even if you have to take out the course is crazy cheap, so you're not going to have to take out a loan. But even if you did have to take out a loan, you'll make that back before you even get a role, the way that we're implementing the system in place to help you. So I just want to identify college students. We want to really help college students, and we have certain ways to do that. But you don't want to get into debt, student loan debt, and not be able to pay it off and have to wait 10, 15 years to pay your student loans off. Come on over, pay it off early.
Yeah. So really quickly. So two things. I know you just mentioned that you don't have a college degree, right? And I want to put it out there that that's a major point right there, because I know a lot of times people think that you have to have it. So for me, myself, I have one, but Damo doesn't, but we both get paid the same salary. So if you already have one and you're not making what you want or what you need, and you do have student loans or any other responsibilities like we all do, it's advantageous to you. If you do not have one, but you're looking to still bring in additional income, increase your annual salary, it's also for you. And that's why I highlighted earlier that all three of us have different backgrounds, different approaches. So it's not limited to just one group of people.
Yeah, I'm going to touch on that real quick as well. So you don't have to have a college degree to become a Scrum Master. If you have one, it only helps, right? Some companies want you to have a college degree just to show that you have it. Doesn't necessarily mean what you went to college for applies to the job that you're applying for, but some companies want it. Doesn't mean you have to have it. You don't have to be technical to become a Scrum Master or product owner. If you have a technical background, great. It might be an advantage to you. This is why IT professionals and project managers stand out to me. A lot of IT professionals, especially software developers, have been exposed to Agile, have been exposed to Scrum, even if they haven't been a Scrum Master or a product owner before. project managers also would make great Scrum Masters. It's working a little bit different. It's Agile project management, right? Being a Scrum Master, but it's very, I don't want to say similar. It's a different way of working, but there is a lot of transferable skills and that experience, especially like a technical PM, you have experience with some of the challenges that you experience as a Scrum Master. So those two really stand out to me. But if you have a technical background, great. It'll really help you. It'll give you a leg up. If you have a college degree, great. You have that on your background. You have that resume. But do you need those things? No. You can still be successful. You can still obtain a 6-figure job without those things, becoming a Scrum Master or a product owner. Agile Basics program is a way within a very short time you can change your life. And as Damo just mentioned a few minutes ago, it is not expensive. If you go and look at some of these training programs, some of these boot camps that are out there that are $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, may or may not even include certifications and the cost of trainings and certification costs. This program is extremely cheap for the value that you can get, and you have the opportunity to change your life in a very short amount of time. So that's all I wanted to know.
I want to say something really quickly. So I know we spoke about career changing, people coming into the industry, but I also want to make it really clear that you can be totally happy in your specific field, but perhaps Scrum will make you more valuable in your specific field, right? So as we mentioned earlier, it's not just tech. There are people who are utilizing Scrum in their current jobs, in their roles right now. So if you find yourself working on projects, programs, as a portfolios, different things that involve groups of people working interactively, or if you're creating something, maybe you're a creator of some sort, this would be beneficial to you. So just learning about it, you'll see how you can enhance your current role. But I want to say that it's not limited to that. So there's people who have the Scrum certification. They're not Scrum Masters. They're not product owners, okay? And they're not developers. They use because Scrum is a framework. You don't have to be a Scrum Master to utilize the benefits of the framework. So let's just put that out there really quickly too.
Those values and principles apply to life. They don't just apply to being a Scrum Master or being a product owner, right? They apply to life. Go ahead, Damo.
All right, guys. So I would love to stay and talk about those different groups, and we will talk more about that next week on our next info session. But I do want to give everyone a clear view of what the training program looks like and what success looks like after you go through the program, right? 4 weeks of learning, 8 live sessions, weekly assessments, right? In that first month, like we elaborated on briefly in our slides, maybe 2 slides back, this first month is very crucial. So we want to teach you, we want to assess, and we want to make sure that you understand with that first month, because moving to the second month, you have 4 weeks of projects, learn how to implement Scrum and roles of a Scrum team. This is the time that, okay, what we taught you, we want to see you use what we taught you. Going into the third month, which is the evaluation, go ahead and hands off, reach out to us if you need us. But then after that, look at this. Ajane, she went through a shorter program, a one-on-one program with myself. And who would think working at Walmart, you can make $150,000 your first Scrum role? Come on, like that's like, and they gave her equity and there's stocks in the company.
Nice.
That's what we can produce for you. You see, like she was so happy. She texted me out at 8 o'clock. I was probably in the gym at the time, but this is something that you can experience as well. You're no different from her. You're no different from me. You're no different from Tim. You're no different from Pia. All it takes is for you to reach out to us and get you started. Anything you guys want to add before we go to the next slide? We're winding down. All right. So how do you reach us? You can scan this QR code. You can email us. You can text us. You can call us. And you can visit our website. We're on Instagram. And you can subscribe to the channel. Please subscribe to the channel. Like, comment, ask your questions. But this is how you can contact us, really get a good view of this page, because, we are very responsive once people do email us, call us. even visit our website. We have one-on-ones that you can schedule as well. And if you don't want to enter the program, we do have one-on-ones that you can individually pay for. But I would say you should go through the program, because if you keep booking one-on-ones with us, you're going to spend more money. When I say this course is so cheap, I mean so cheap, you should sell it at McDonald's. I'm just saying, like, it comes with a value meal. That's what we should call a value meal. But this is a great opportunity, and it's really cheap. And we work with people with payment plans as well.
I wanna real quick. I know we're coming to a close, but I want to touch on that. Dominique, Pia, and myself, we are people who want to help other people. That is why we want to push a program that is affordable. We want people to be able to afford the opportunity to get into a career that can change their life. I talked about it a few minutes ago. There's other opportunities with other companies to go through trainings or boot camps or get certified that are thousands and thousands of dollars. This is cheap compared to some of those other things, but it's not because you're not getting a value. It's because we want to help. We really want to help people. That's in all three of our hearts. We want to give back. We want other people to not have to go through some of the challenges, triumphs, pitfalls that we went through to get to where we are in life and our career. So,
touche. I like saying that.
I think my headphones are dying. But just to stay on how affordable this is, you don't want to wait too long, because we have limited spots in the program. So the earlier you sign up and secure your seat, the earlier we can start sending you material. You can start talking to us, and we are very engaging in the community. So we have a community that you can join, or you could go straight into the program. If you join the community, it's an additional discount, but after you visit the website, you'll see all of that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Anything that you guys want to say? That's it. That's all we have for tonight.
Just want to thank everyone for joining. And for those who did tune in for mine, you can definitely DM me for any questions from any of the platforms that we're streaming from. Please feel free to reach out to us in any of the messaging options that are available to you.
All right. Until next week, talk to you guys soon. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, everybody.
Ciao.